IT departments have an important task when it comes to securing digitized student and employee data. Not only are they responsible for their own data, they must also work with teachers and staff to help them better secure their information as well. The first step in securing data on all levels, from servers to emails, is to use a private and secure password. IT staff may be required to manage a large number of logins, and proper security of these logins is critical. If it is necessary to keep a list, it should be locked away or protected with a unique password. IT staff must also resist the impulse to use the same password for all their logins. It is also recommended that staff change their passwords every 30 days. Weak passwords are by far the most common reason for computer data breaches. According to Wired magazine, the most popular password is Password 1. It used to just be Password. 123456 and QWERTY round out the top three. A recent study showed that using the 1,000 most popular passwords, followed by a popular suffix like 1, 123, or ABC, cracked 24% of passwords on the internet. Other studies have shown that many passwords are nothing more than names of family members, pets, or of the user. Regardless of how unique users may believe a name to be, it is not, and can be hacked as easily as opening a phone book. In order to design a secure password, it is essential to avoid using dictionary words or obvious strings of numbers. It needs to be as random as possible, using a combination of letters and numbers, using a mixture of lower and uppercase as well. It should also be at least 8 characters long. For example, Mustang 1 is a very insecure password. However, Mustang 532 with a capital S and T is much more secure. Another way to make a memorable password is to create an acronym only the user knows. For example, I have 2 dogs called Rover and Fido would become IH2DCRAF. This would be considered an almost unbreakable password. Accidents also account for a large number of breaches. At some point, most people have accidentally hit the Reply All button on their email, unintentionally sending out information to the wrong recipients. Others may have mistakenly sent a private attachment to a number of people. While under most circumstances, nothing results from this other than confusion, sometimes the result can be much more severe. IT staff must also work with staff to make sure that data posted publicly online is correct. In 2008, the records of over 600 students at Ryerson University were accidentally posted publicly online. Unfortunately, once the school was informed, it took 3 weeks for the data to be removed. While accidents are not always preventable, it is important that IT departments are vigilant in preventing such incidents and have proper protocols in place to deal with such a breach if it were to occur. Once digital data is lost, it can never be retrieved. The proper use of school board computers on and off school property is a key issue. All computers, especially laptops, must be password protected at the BIOS level. If a laptop is stolen, a password will protect the data from the average thief and force them to erase files in order to use the computer. Also, staff should never install programs that are not authorized on board computers, especially file sharing programs like Kazaa or LimeWire. Many of these programs contain spyware, keyloggers, or other malicious programs that create large security openings, allowing people from around the world to access files. In 2008, a health worker in Newfoundland installed a file-sharing program on a work laptop, exposing the financial data of hundreds of employees. If staff need to use their personal home computer for board work, then steps must be taken to ensure that other family members do not have access to the data. Users should always log out of board email or other board applications before leaving their computer, and documents should either be password protected or stored on removable USB drives that stay with the staff member. Under no circumstance should an employee allow family or friends the use of school board computers. While document shredding is often discussed, the destruction of digital data often gets overlooked. Old computer hard drives, disks, and USB drives need just as much attention to proper disposal as paper documents. Destroying old disks like CDs or DVDs is very simple. Use scissors to cut the disk into pieces to make it permanently unreadable. However, Dealing with hard drives or USB drives is more difficult. Simply deleting files or emptying the recycle bin is not enough. Anyone with a little skill can use an undelete program and recover many deleted files. The most reliable way to erase old drives before being donated or disposed of is to perform a low-level or unconditional format on them. Also, file shredding applications can help secure data on a daily basis. IT departments should have a protocol in place to make sure that old digital storage devices are permanently erased before leaving school board property. One of the most pervasive and least preventable sources of digital data breaches is hacking. In 2009, the health and financial records of over 160,000 students were compromised when the University of California, Berkeley's Health Services Department was hacked. While school boards do not have the resources or budgets to prevent all forms of hacking, steps can be taken to lessen the chance of having servers compromised. Strong and secure passwords and proper network setup is often all that is needed to repel the vast majority of hackers. IT departments must work with board administration to help create networks that best protect the data of their students and staff.